everybody, and welcome back to an episode of the Cinema Prix. Today we saw Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman!
Your wrath upon this world is over.
Jack, what did you think about Wonder Woman? What's the first thought? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Wonder Woman in this movie, at least?
Sex. This movie is sexy. Flat out awesome. Sexy. Incredible.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Gal Gadot. Oh my God. Be still my heart. Ooh-wee.
Oh, there is a new lead female in the world now, and it's her for me.
Oh yeah.
She's incredible.
But there's now a new lead hero for DC because finally DC got a movie right. They finally did something not stupid.
Trial and error for DC has finally led to something.
To something not great, not the best thing I've ever seen, but definitely something worthwhile, worth your money. It's a good one.
The best in the DC extended universe.
So Wonder Woman is directed by Patty Jenkins, who directed Monster back in the day. And other than that movie, I don't know any other movie she's directed. We were definitely pleasantly surprised in this. So it also stars Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Danny Huston, and
this name sucks. I can't say this name.
David Thewlis. Lupin. Professor Lupin from the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, I'm not going to say your name anymore. We're just going to refer to you as Lupin.
Lupin. Yep, that's how we're going to go. DC doubled down for this one. They threw money at this movie to make sure it came out right.
Yeah.
$120 million to be exact.
Oh, yeah.
An insane amount. And, it really comes through.
I think a majority of that being spent on probably special effects, which
had to be.
You probably could have used your money a little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit. But let's get all the way into it. So Wonder Woman is about an Amazon named Diana, who is the young princess of this island called Themyscira, who, when she grows up, some American pilot comes out of the sky, says, there's a great war, we got to do something about it. And she decides, I'm going to leave the Amazonian island and I'm going to save the world because she is convinced that Ares, the god of war, is behind the Great War or World War I.
Yeah, everything they are about their culture is to defend the world and the people from pretty much the god of war. Yeah,
so their culture is very much in war, and she has never gotten to be in battle. And in the beginning, she's very naive and very excited to fight. She really wants to be a part of that warrior culture.
Well, it makes sense when you're created by Zeus himself.
Yeah. One thing I really appreciated about this movie was the fact that you got to see the horrors of war, and you got to see someone who goes into it being like, I want to go kick ass, and come out realizing war is terrible.
Yeah, it's not very pretty.
No, it's not.
Especially with World War I, where it's like, it's a pretty rough war.
Yeah, you got mustard gas flying around, trench warfare. I mean, it is nothing pretty. And she sees it firsthand, and it's really nice to see that, I think, getting that arc.
On top, it complements itself so well with the idea that it's a dark idea filled with a lot of lighthearted humor, and this almost in her mind, this, I've never seen this before. This is the first time seeing all this, so she's very childish. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for here, but
she comes off very naive, very, like you said, childlike. Almost like, how Christopher Reeve, when he plays Clark Kent, he plays him like a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
Very naive and very stupid. Even though he's not. He's Superman. He's the most badass person on the planet. It's like...
Wait, could you say that again?
The most... badass alien?
No, he just said the badass dude on the planet. That means more badass than Batman. And he said it. It was out of his mouth.
You know what? I did not mean it that way.
It's what he said.
Fuck this guy. You're not going to twist my words like that, man. You're not going to do it. Not today. And after this movie, I'm pretty hands down. This Wonder Woman is like the biggest badass of the DC universe at this point.
Yeah, it's just so exciting when DC gets it right. God damn it, yes! There's hope.
There is hope for the DC extended universe, and it lies within Wonder Woman. As long as they keep going forward with this lighthearted tone, not full blown comedy all the time, but we're superheroes. It's fun. There's comic books. It's colors. It's it's fun.
So Patty Jenkins' direction here. Mm-hmm. What'd you like about it?
Like I said before, I really liked how she goes into what the reality of war. I really like that, but I also, like we mentioned before, I liked how she really balances that dark tone with that comedic edge. Like it's so needed right now. Yeah. And I think this movie, not only does it resonate with comic book fans, but I think it resonates with everybody living in this time, living in 2017, the culture we have now, where we are on the brink of war constantly with the politics we live in. It's nice to see a hero that's just like, war is not the answer. Love is the answer. We need that right now.
Yeah.
And Wonder Woman hits it where we need it to.
But it definitely does border almost copying the first Avenger.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Captain America and Wonder Woman are almost. She really pushes they're not that different.
They're not that different, except one of them could kill the other one.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. But like you said, they're not that different, especially with DC's light Howling Commandos, like their version of the Howling Commandos that were the most useless soldiers.
Yeah, that's why, when we write down, the cast of this film, the rest of the cast is very... It's not that they're bad. They're just not really relevant.
They're not relevant. Like, for example, the sniper. They talk this game up like, this guy is the best sniper there is. How many times did he shoot somebody in this movie, Chad?
I don't think he ever shot.
I don't know. He doesn't. No,
I thought really hard. I was like, man, that guy didn't do.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't do jack shit. Maybe
the whole team literally just watched Wonder Woman walk in and whip everybody's ass, and they're like,
exactly.
Hell, a girl did that. Weird.
Yeah, I didn't think women could do that. Let's go into the action of this movie. I think the action in this movie, the entire movie felt, at least all the fight scenes felt like that Batman fight scene in BVS. They were that good the whole way through.
Yeah, they were so perfect. The minute I would think this movie's about to start dragging, insert fight scene. Just any type of fight scene. Her just protecting Chris Pine's character or just straight into battle, walking on the forefronts of the war. I mean, just perfectly spread out where I was like, getting bored, fight, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
It's finally happening.
Get it, Wonder Woman.
I feel like the CG, when you first see the Amazons, was pretty shoddy.
I thought the CG throughout the whole movie
wasn't 100%.
Was just missing the mark for me.
Yeah.
Where you could really tell it was a full-blown special effects.
Yeah, a lot of green screen was used here.
Yeah.
Way too much.
And then I get bored with lots of slow motion shots. Mm-hmm. Just because, it's just so, I don't know, too many slow motion shots. I'm like, okay, let me see it in real speed. And, it comes off as better choreographed that way than everything being slowed down. It takes away from me, but it's still not bad. It's still a beautiful film to look at. Just, I'm picky, I guess.
Yeah. So, Jack, I guess it's that time. If you got to give this movie a final score, what would you say?
I'm going 8.5. Just for a few problems. I think that without going into spoilers, Sorry, everybody.
I'm not going to spoil it,
but I want to spoil it. Nothing I'm about to say is the truth. I lied to you, then I lied to you. Gotta regroup.
Hey, moment of silence?
What do you say? Absolute silence. Great beer. I give this movie 8.5. And that's because it stands up for everything that DC needed to do. I think that if you don't have a Y chromosome, go straight to the theater now, because this is a very empowering movie for women across the world, and I loved it.
Yeah, I think it's empowering for anybody right now. Like, it's a great movie, and I agree with your 8.5. That's exactly the same thing I'm going to give it. You know, this movie is great. It has its flaws, but you know they're very minor. And DC, thank you. Mwah! You finally did it. Keep it up. Don't fuck this up, because now you got Justice League. Batman's involved. Okay, now that is the true biggest badass in the DC universe.
Trying to cover his tracks on that.
He
already said it. It's recorded. You already said it.
Recorded? You know what's recorded? Superman getting his ass whooped. That's what's recorded. Yeah, okay. All right. So
bastard. Just go straight. You know where you need to go? I got a ticket for you. Go straight to hell.
Well, guys, this has been fun, man. We enjoy doing this. Remember to always like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
See ya. Buy your tickets to Wonder Woman now.
Do it. That's how I'm starting this thing too.